Hello, hello. It is Wednesday, November 29th, inside of the Facebook group. Where is everyone at today? I'm excited to be here, guys. I know we did not have a call last week because that was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving Eve, whatever you want to call it. I'm also not doing a call next week because I will be doing some family stuff and traveling. So I suggest you jump on this call so that we can talk about some social media stuff. These calls are recorded and they're posted in the Facebook group, but it's just not the same. So if you guys want to talk with me in person, I think that you guys, need to jump on this call more because I try to do these every Wednesday at 11 for 30 minutes. Hey, hello there. I don't know why sometimes I can see you guys' names and sometimes I can't, which is really annoying, but it's all good. All right, guys. So, tell me, what are your most pressing questions right now? I want to know what they are. I want to help you with that. So, feel free to chime in. Hey, Octavia. Yeah, feel free to chime in. Like, I want to be able to help you guys. Oh, Shirley. Now I have to put it on my phone so I can see you guys. Hey, guys. So, I really want you to ask me your questions about social media. Hopefully, you're diving into the MDI Accelerator Plus program and getting some real value out of that. Remember, we're ending 2023 right now. We have a little over 30 days left. So, if you really want to command 2024, I need you to get started now. This is a perfect opportunity. People are scrolling social media every day. Don't waste another second stuck inside of your head, twisting your wheels on what you should be sharing on social. Like, I want you to really, really, really put yourself out there now because the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take for you to build your audience. And no, it doesn't take millions of followers, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands. I have students in my coaching program right now that have 200, 300 followers on TikTok and have already had clients reach out to them from their content because of the frameworks that I've showed them. So I want you guys to understand that it's really about having the right material out there to reach your target audience. Really, that's what it's all about. And if you're scared about getting on social media, I was the same way. I was the same way. So understand that it's really about a mindset for you. Don't worry about that because you're meeting people in person all the time anyway. It's not about that. It's really about you sharing what your knowledge is. And maybe it's a limiting belief inside of your head that, hey, I don't feel like I know enough about real estate myself to teach other people. And if that's the case, I need you guys to really search deeply inside of yourself. I want you to start doing your own research. Like, let's make this happen. Shirley, I need help. Well, if you need help, ask your questions. What are the questions? Don't just jump on here and stay silent. Let me know what your questions are. Of course, you guys already know that I do coaching programs. So every Wednesday at 12, I do a call with my students. It's a group of students that I kind of really deep dive in with them. And we're on video. I'm answering their questions. I'm taking a look at their business. I'm looking at their socials, seeing what they're doing, because really you need someone that can help you get to the next level quickly. I spent years doing this, guys, years before I come up with the right formula. So unless you want to spend years, don't waste another second. Just don't. Shirley, what's your question? What is your question? What is your question? Tell me. Octavia, what is your question? I want to be able to help you guys, but if you're not active and like putting yourself on here and really taking advantage of this time, I can't help you guys. So tell me, what is it that is stopping you from posting content today? What is it that is stopping you? I need help with social media posting content. So, yeah, good question. So inside of my up level program, I do give like 180 days of content ideas. Plus, I'm giving content ideas kind of like as they come up, of course. But for you, what I would say is let's get a plan together. Who is your target audience? If you don't understand who your target audience is first, then you really can't create the content that's going to get them to take action. Imagine if you think your target, you don't know what your target audience is, but you are putting out luxury content or you're putting out veteran content and your target audience may be first time homebuyers, that's probably not going to be beneficial to them. So your first step in all of this is understanding who your client avatar is. And once you get that, that's when you can start creating content around that target audience. You want to make sure it speaks to their pain. It answers their most burning questions. And it speaks in a language that they are going to respond to. So, and I don't mean like different languages, right? It's more so like, what are they looking for and how can you spark their interest? And every type of client has a different way that they want to be spoken to. And you have to understand what that is. Shirley, do you know who your target client is? Who your client avatar is? I work with all, but I work a lot with first time home buyers. So I think that's the first mistake that realtors make is that they say they work with all. You can't work with all, right? Because every niche has its own level of expertise and understanding that you have to have. So if you're working with first time home buyers, you should be a master at first time home buyer programs. What's needed, what are the requirements, which lenders work with us best. Like you should be a master at that. And you can't be a master at everything. So if you work with veteran clients, you should be a master at that VA loan. You should understand how to read a certificate of eligibility back and forth. I want you to understand that you can't say you work with all. So let's focus in. Who is it that you enjoy working with the most? And if it's the first time home buyer client that you enjoy working with the most, then let's target them, because you can't put out content and then expect for every type of client to come into you. That's really not how it works. So let's focus on that. And see, I work with investors too. So Shirley, I mean, you said a whole bunch there, right? But when you're talking about social media, if you really want to get to your right target client, you have to understand who that client is. You can't say you target everybody. So if you watch my videos inside of the MDI Accelerator program, I talk about this a lot. You have to niche down, because putting out content and hoping that it attracts the client that you're looking for, usually it does not work. It does not work because you're sending out mixed signals where you may have a lot of investors on your profile watching your content. Then you put out a first time homebuyer video and now you've lost their attention. So let's focus. Let's focus in, and then you can start creating the right content around that client. I work with a lot of first-time home buyers in the underserved community, but I also attract other types of clients as well. But my focus and my content is usually directed towards first-time home buyers and veterans, because a lot of veterans are first-time home buyers. So, that's really important. So once you niche down on that, then I want you to use some of the tools that I provided inside of the program, like the 30-day content guide, to help you get like 30 days of content right away. Remember, you do not have to think of 3 or 4 different ideas a day. You can take one idea and make tons of content out of that one thing. So imagine like your post that you want to make is how can a veteran buy a home with 0 down? So you can do one video around those steps. So they need a certain credit score. They need their certificate of eligibility. They need to be a veteran or have been a service member for at least 36 months. And there's a whole rules around it, right? Then you could go into, all right, your next video could be around what qualifies you for the VA loan. So if you're in the Coast Guard, what is it? If you were in the war zone or wartime, what is it? Like, so I want you to kind of think about that. And then the other thing is like, okay, as a veteran, what types of homes can you purchase? That could be another piece of content. So you could do single family, you could do multifamily, you could do multifamily renovation loans, right? There are so many options, but that's why you have to realize you have to niche down, because you should know your client and what their needs are back and forth. Imagine you get on a phone call with somebody, and then the next thing is they're asking you questions about the content you put out, and then you can't answer them. We don't want that. We want you to be able to get on that phone call and really tell them deep dive, this is how you can get to your end goal of buying a home, and this is how I can help you. Now, I did this myself, and that's why I say, don't ever do this. My very first phone call, my first few phone calls, I really didn't know what I was talking about. If you guys remember, I tell you all the time, I had not closed any real estate transactions when I started this whole social media thing back in 2020. I hadn't closed any. So I had no idea what I was doing or what I was talking about. So literally, I'm on the phone with these clients and I'm Googling like everything that I said in my video, right? Now, I can run circles around anybody about anything, about any program, anywhere, anything. I swear. But at the beginning, it was like that. And I told myself then that I cannot continue putting out content if I don't understand what I'm talking about, which forced me to educate myself. Remember, clients are looking for you to be an educator, to know your stuff. We're not here just to get a commission check. So the more you can deep dive into the content, the better off you're going to be and the more clients you're going to attract. And the way I want you to see this is when you're doing content, and guys, chime in. If you have a question, put it inside the chat and I'm happy to answer. But for right now, we've only got 30 minutes. I'm going to kind of give you guys some of my feedback. So, what I want you to do is if you're getting ready to put content or getting ready to create some content, I want you to talk to that camera like it's your best friend, like it's your sister, whoever it is that you would be giving real estate advice to, whoever that is. I want you to talk to the camera like it's that person, because that's going to, first of all, get you more comfortable. Like, okay, I can relax, right? It's going to allow you to bring out your real, true personality. And it's going to get people that would appreciate a person with that type of personality to reach out to you, right? It's not about putting on this perfect front. It's not. Right? If you guys see me on social, I'm pretty much real and straight to the point. And that's just how I am. Right? But I want you guys to tap into whatever it is in you. It's not about being me. It's not about being a representation of someone else. It's about being you. And if you don't understand who you are or you're not confident in yourself, we need to work on that first. Right? Because a lot of this is about mindset. If you're kind of on social and you're like, I think I have to make myself up or I have to be this every day, blah, blah, blah. It's not true. And you guys may think that I like go through this whole ritual and routine every morning, like getting myself ready to go. I swear to God, I take off my bonnet in the mornings and I put a little bit of lipstick on, a little bit of eyeliner, and I'm done. Right? I may use a couple of filters on my content when I do it sometimes, but I just do it for fun. I just do it for fun. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Just try to be your comfortable self, get out there, and don't be afraid. Dorina, yes, agreed. Hello. Yes. Remember, this video is this call on Wednesdays at 11 is for you guys. It's for you guys. So I want you to ask your questions. I want you to put them on the chat here so I can help you, because if not, I can stay on here rambling all day. I love social media. I love talking about this. And at one point I was where you guys were. I'm like, I hate doing social media content because it's stressful. But once you get the right process in place, it'll be super easy for you. What questions do you guys have? How can I help you grow your social media? You can really generate all of your leads from social media if you do it the right way. So don't be afraid to ask a question. I'm here for you guys. So let me know what the questions are, and I'm happy to help. How do you go about planning the content? So if you're inside of my MDI Accelerator Plus program, then you should have access to my 90-day content planner, and also my 30-day content calendar. So I want you to take a look at that and use that to your advantage. The 30-day calendar, I've already given you 30 days of content ideas to post. And like I said earlier, you can branch off of those ideas and kind of create a second and a third video in that same day around that same exact idea. So your goal here is to get to 100 pieces of content as fast as you can, because that's when the algorithm really says, okay, now we're starting to learn who Damika is, and now we can start pushing our content to the right people, right? But I want you to use that, and then I want you to get the 90-day content planner and start working through that, because if you don't plan, you're going to just fly by the seat of your pants the whole time you're doing this. I really want you to plan what you're going to do and pick a day. Like, you can batch your content if you want to pick Sunday, Saturday, whatever day is more free for you, and batch your content. Please don't shoot the content multiple times, like more than 3 times, because when you do that, it becomes so commercialized and so unauthentic that you really just can't reach your target audience, because it's going to feel like a commercial, and that's not what we want to do. Please don't announce your name each time you get on the video and say, hey, I'm Damika, realtor in Florida, and here's what look, you got 3 seconds to catch someone's attention. Okay. So in that 3 seconds, if you are not catching their attention or you're saying your name the whole time, they've already scrolled. Do you have the link to that? So Dorina, if you go inside of the group It should be somewhere pinned at the top for you to get into the MDI Accelerator if you're not already in that. And then once you're in there, you can book a call with my team if you want more support, because really the goal here is to get to the end result fast. I give you a lot of my techniques and tips and tricks inside of the MDI Accelerator Plus program, but the goal here would be for you to get to that end result quickly by getting coached by me and my team. You'll get access to my client success manager that can kind of help you move forward. I'm on calls with you guys every week, kind of similar to this, but I'm more deep dive. This is kind of like just kind of going with the wind on this video, on this call, just to help you guys if you have questions. But inside of my weekly calls with my students, they actually get to ask specific questions to their business. We dive in. I'm giving deep dive answers specifically to each person. So, and I'm doing content critiques. I'm doing the whole nine. So if you really want to grow your business for 2024, you really got to get in here and just stop playing around with yourself is what you're doing. Stop playing around with yourself and realize that you are capable of doing this. I know it may seem like I'm just a special person, but I'm going to tell you, I had no idea what I was doing when I started this. I had no idea. I wasn't a social media person. I didn't have a social media presence at all other than a Facebook page. I didn't have TikTok or Instagram, none of that. And I just started. I started and I learned as I went. There was really nobody in the industry that was doing this at the time. And when I was trying to say I'm doing social media, a lot of people in the industry were like, what? That's not going to pan out to be anything. Well, I mean, here we are 3 years later, and it really panned out to be something, but I had to learn it on my own because I didn't have people that could teach me because they hadn't done it themselves. So now that I've done it, I'm actually still doing it. I can teach you how to get yourself to where you can start getting clients from social media. And it's not about getting, again, 1 million followers on social. It's about quality over quantity. There are students in my program that have less than 1,000 followers, less than 300 followers that are getting business from social because of the framework I have given them. So it's either you want to get there or you don't. That's really the question for you. It's either you want to get there or you don't. If you're on here right now, please say hello. Ask me any questions that you have. I'd love to put you on here. So don't be afraid to jump in. Don't be afraid to jump in. What questions do you guys have? I feel like I'm rambling all day here. Don't be afraid to talk to me. I'm here for you guys. That's what I'm here for. If you're inside of the group, you're inside of the MDI Accelerator Plus program. And hopefully you guys are diving into that and really using it to your advantage. How else can I help you guys? We have 12 minutes. 12 minutes. I really want you guys to understand that this is possible for you. You don't have to sit around the sidelines and watch me do content and all that. You can start. You can start right now and start growing your business. I've had students in my program that went from 0 to 40,000 followers in 30 days just because they followed my framework. I'm telling you guys, and they're getting so much business they can't even manage it all. Right? So I want you to understand that you hold the key to your success. You do. And all it takes is one viral video. One. Okay. You're one viral video away from being the success that you want to be. Yes, that's right, Dorina. I'm telling you, you just have to be consistent and be yourself. Be consistent, be yourself, use the framework, and really start targeting your ideal client. And you will realize that it will pay off tremendously. It's about quality over quantity. What questions do you guys have? How can I help you? How can I help you? Most of my followers are on Facebook. Do you suggest trying to go viral on TikTok first? So I love that question, Dorina. So basically what I would say is TikTok should be your main source of content creation because TikTok is where all the viral trends start. So you may see it on Instagram, but Instagram got it from TikTok, right? So you should start there because this is how you're going to grow your other platforms. So when you start putting content out, then you're like, hey, go follow me on Instagram. I do lives over there, or go follow me on Facebook. And you'll have a whole process in place for people to start engaging with your content based on the frameworks that I'm providing inside of the program. So use TikTok as your main source, and then cross promote that content across all platforms. But it's really easy to go viral on TikTok if you do the right things. I get paid on Facebook, but if it has a TikTok logo, it can't get monetized. Right. So I even give my students the process for how to remove those logos and how to make sure the SEO is in the background, because there's a whole process around that. So there are a lot of apps that allow you to kind of remove the TikTok logo. But what people don't realize is that those apps still keep the TikTok SEO in the background. So when you post that somewhere else, Facebook and Instagram still know that it's a TikTok video. So there's a specific strategy that I teach my students how to do in order to stop that from happening so that they can use the content across other platforms without being penalized for that. But that's good that you get paid on Facebook. So I would say keep pushing that. If Facebook is your main source right now, do that for now. But continue to use the other platforms. Remember, your ideal client is everywhere. They're not just on Facebook. They could be on TikTok, they could be on YouTube, they could be on Instagram, they could be on LinkedIn. Who knows? But don't short yourself on potential clients because you only want to focus on one platform. Let's kind of grow all these platforms at the same time. So, for instance, if TikTok were to shut down today, I've got Instagram, right? Instagram shut down today. I have TikTok. If that shuts down, I still have YouTube, right? So you just never know with all these social media platforms. So I'd say try to grow everywhere so you don't have any issue with, still continuing with your business like you have been. What other questions do you? Funny enough, so you guys probably don't know this, but I'll share this with you. In the last 2 weeks, I've signed 4 listing contracts and 2 buyer contracts in the last 2 weeks. So 6 clients that I've gotten under contract in the last 2 weeks, just straight from social media. And in the last couple of weeks, I haven't really posted anything. If you guys have been watching me, like I haven't been posting as normal as I would have, and still getting clients. So once you build this, you can guarantee that you're still going to get business regardless if you post or not. Yeah, in the beginning, it's stressful. Okay. But once you've gotten that set up, it's going to continue to come in no matter what. And at this point, I don't even really care what type of videos you do. I have a lot of fun on my social. I want you to do the same. Like, just try to be your free spirited self, how you would be around your family and friends. And that's what's going to attract clients for you. I agree that our followers are everywhere, but for whatever reason, Facebook is the only platform that shows me love. That's because that's the only platform you're probably focusing on. If you're not consistent on all the platforms, you're probably not going to see as much growth. So I would say just continue staying consistent on all the platforms so you don't miss out on an opportunity. Because for me, each time I post, that's an opportunity for me. So National Association of Realtors says that for every 100 people that you contact that are cold clients, maybe 1 to 3 of them will convert into an actual sale. So imagine you post a video and you get 1,000 views on it. How easy was that? And now you could potentially get 1 to 3 clients from that video, which is a lot faster, right? So in your local market, you can't reach 1,000 people at any given time on a day. Maybe that would take you a week or a month to reach 1,000 clients. So the speed to being able to get to your ideal future state or financial state is a lot faster when you're on social media. And it's really about tracking that stuff so you understand, hey, I am actually doing better than I thought I was. I didn't realize that because I haven't seen a lot of growth in followers, but people are actually watching my content. They're getting familiar with me. And that's what you have to continue to lean on as you're doing social media. We got 6 minutes, guys. What else is there? What other questions do you have? How can I help you? Don't be afraid to talk. Let's jump on here. Let me answer your questions so that you can continue to move forward. Don't get stuck in your head about posting content. It's really not that serious at the end of the day. Who's going to judge you? Who's going to pay your bills if you don't post content and you don't get any closings? people are saying that, oh man, this is the worst year ever. Well, if you actually have the right lead generation strategy, trust me, it's not the worst year ever. Okay. You guys just heard me. I signed 4 listing contracts and 2 buyers. And probably that's just because 2 buyers that were local to me. That doesn't count any buyers that were not local to me. Right. So I want you guys to understand that you are losing business. If you are not on social right now, you're losing business. Not only that, if you guys didn't know, I'm with eXp Realty. So, what I also do for anyone that's out there that wants to have a discussion about, the real estate goals and how you can partner with me and be a referral agent for me outside of state, I'd love to have that conversation with you. And I'll just put this link right here if you want to book a call with me to chat about eXp, and how we can kind of partner together and make this make sense for you. For sure, for sure. I'd love to do that. So let me see if I can post this inside of the chat. That way you guys can have it. And don't be afraid to get on my calendar so we can have a conversation about this, because I'm all about changing lives. And if I can change just one thing for you, I would love to do that for you, because I feel like that is really what's going to help you move your business forward, is partnering with the right people as well. So let's jump on this call as well. I'd love to have that conversation. Also, don't forget, I do coaching for all of my students inside of my up-level coaching program. So I'd love to get you on a call with my team, see if it's a good fit for you. But if you're really trying to take your 2024 to the next level, do not hesitate and jump in. This is for you guys. I've been doing this, so I understand what it takes to make this work for you. I understand the intricacies of the back-end systems that it takes to manage this, because it's going to get overwhelming. And if you want that expertise and help from me, I suggest you get on a call with my team and book that call. We've got 3 minutes. So if you guys want anything else, let me know. If you have any other questions, let me know. We will not have this call next week. Okay. We'll not have this call next week. So if you guys want to jump on the next call, it will be on, let's see, on December the 13th will be the next call inside of this group. I do get on calls with my students at 12 every Wednesday as well, because I do deep dives with them. I look at their business. I look at their content. We do the whole 9 yards. So remember, we are not meeting. Look, just got another lead come in right now that wants to buy a home with me straight from social media. I haven't posted a video in over a week. I want you guys to realize, if you do this right, you use my frameworks the right way, you have the systems in place to accept clients into your business, you will get business all the time, no matter what, more than you can imagine. You can be like, oh my God, I can't even manage all this. And you'll be trying to build a team, be trying to get referral agents. And, that's what I'm here for. I want you guys to also, consider, if you have questions about your real estate business is really not going the way you planned, I want to know what your concerns are about that, and see if my opportunity can help you with that. I'd like to understand that and just have a conversation with you. So let me know. Jump on a call with me and let's have this conversation, because I know that I can add great value in more ways than one. So again, let me know if you guys have questions. Hopefully you enjoyed this time here with me today. I'm here every Wednesday at 11 for 30 minutes to kind of tap in and see what you guys are doing, see if I can help you. But in order to get some help, you got to join these calls, okay? Join these calls so I can help you guys. This is the most fulfilling for me, is being able to see other realtors increase their business because of what I'm doing. And that's what it's all about. There's enough business to go around. There's enough business to go around. If you do this the right way, you can start attracting the clients that you're looking for, that can help you. Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, we're right at the time. Have a great next week or so ahead, and I will talk to you guys soon and all that stuff. Remember, no call next week, and I'll see you on the 13th. All right, guys. Bye.